Hey you! I am so glad that you have decided to watch this episode of the teacher vlog. My name is Genta and I'm coming at you this week with such a powerful episode on creating community partnerships in order to create really cool opportunities for our students. I've invited my friend Rae Hughart to the vlog, and she is a ray of sunshine. Yes, that was a pun. You're welcome. If you liked that pun, you are in store for more of where that came from during this episode. Now, at the end, I want you to stick around because I'm going to give you one more idea on how to create a meaningful partnership for not just your students, but for you. Friends, let me introduce you to my new friend, Rae. We actually were just talking before the recording started that we are very transparent about the fact that we stalk each other on social media. It's like a thing, right? We shouldn't feel creepy about this, right?
I don't think so. I think it's totally appropriate to stalk cool people.
Thank you. I agree. I think you're a cool person, and I think other people do this and they don't admit to it. So like, let's the world. You can creep people and it's not creepy, okay?
And I think it was the first thing I said to you. I was like, hey, how are you? I've been stalking you all day. It's like.
There you go. All right. Awesome. Well, not only do we stalk each other, but we like each other's ideas, and I like loving your Insta stories. And I think one thing that really comes through on those is your ability to create really meaningful partnerships. And so that is where we are going to have the two tips coming from today. So why don't you go ahead and just throw out your first tip for building really meaningful partnerships for your students for the classroom?
So my classroom's a little weird. My students operate within themed internships that are sponsored by the local community. So my first tip has to be that you have to find a way to relate the content to your students, and not just in their futures, but like in their immediate world. How can they walk outside and see your class in action?
Mm-hmm. And right now, you are doing something with Tobin's Pizza, right?
Yeah, I am. That's our unit that we're doing right now. So all of our students, 150 of them, are operating, doing a lesson with Tobin's Pizza. They're training to host a restaurant, and actually November 2nd, they're hosting their restaurant in our classroom all day.
That's amazing. How cool. I love pizza, so like, I feel like any way to incorporate pizza into the classroom is like totally socially appropriate. So,
And what better way to practice decimals than by actually having to manage a restaurant and deal with decimals when the computer breaks?
yes. I'm really good at percentages with pizza. Like, I would eat 100% of the pizza. So there you go.
There you go. No, but what I really love is that all the tables have these secret problems that the students don't know about.
Yes.
So, like, when the community members come in and sit down for our restaurant, they actually have to act out funny things. We'll have a birthday table. Someone will find hair in their food. There'll be discounts going crazy. It'll be awesome.
I love it. That's fantastic. All right, cool. So share the other tip, because I know they're both connected. It's making connections to both the future and then also to like immediately. So go ahead and tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, and I kind of touched on it before, so I apologize, but really we need to find a way to make connections to not only our students' futures, which is so important, right? You have to know this information because when you grow up, you will blah, 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 right? We always say that as teachers.
Yeah.
But relating it to their outside world, actually being able to walk outside and see it is kind of that next part. It's not only how do they walk outside and see it, but go connect it truly, not just pizza, but go find a pizza company to connect it to.
Yeah.
So our students aren't just seeing, oh, it's because of food. But no, Tobin's is an entire restaurant business, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have business concerns, which gives us an entire platform to relay all of that context back to the restaurant.
Yeah.
So it makes learning so powerful.
Uh-huh. And I think like it's not uncommon for students to say like, what is it, like, when are we ever going to use this? And you can be like, let me give you the 18 million reasons like when and how you're going to use it. And it's like, it's so relevant. Like, pardon me, you're not like bullshitting kids on this. Like, this is for real. Like, this is happening.
And what I love is that we're starting with the why before we ever get to the math, right?
Yes.
Like my students walk in and had their intro day today. They got a cover letter. They got a certificate of employment. We talked about handshakes. like we're starting with that why, and I
Mhm.
introduced the fact that they're doing a restaurant in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So now learning is like, oh my gosh, I have to learn this because I have to serve in 2 weeks and I have to
Yeah.
be able to calculate a bill. So that real world is like what you have to start with. Don't
Mhm.
end with it. That's like taking all the fun.
Yeah. No, that's so true. I always say we have to focus on the why before we can figure out how to teach the what. Like, that is exactly there. And I think, too, this like brings up a good point about just the career shift and how so many of our students now, like the number one career when our kids are in the real world will be entrepreneurship. And so, like, how perfect that these community partnerships are actually giving them like a flavor, pun intended, okay, of like what this is going to look like potentially for them if they choose that career path.
Wholeheartedly. And to bring the community in to be a part of all this and send our kids out to be leaders, not that they've studied it,
Mhm.
is really something that's lacking. We need our community to come and show their expertise, but then our students study all this information, let them go out and share it with their community that probably forgot how to do most of it.
Yeah. Do you find that when you're reaching out to these people that they are like so abundantly on board, like they're excited to come in?
Yes, wholeheartedly. And that's the one thing that I think teachers are scared of. They're like, oh, our community doesn't want to be involved. But really, I think the community doesn't know how to be involved.
Yeah.
They want to learn about schools, but they don't know how to be purposely involved without writing a check.
Yeah.
And so being able to offer multiple ways for
Mhm.
adults to come in and offer insight is really valuable.
Yeah. So we just have to ask. Like just ask and then they'll figure out something. Cool.
Yes.
I love
And
it.
really, sometimes it's just coming in and oops, gosh, we lost you. Sorry.
That's okay.
Sometimes it's just coming in and like sharing what they do for a living. Like come in and be you,
Yeah.
so it's valuable.
Love it. All right, cool. If you could leave us with one last thought, what would you tell us?
Reach out. Just don't be scared. Pick up the phone. Reach out. Whether it's for your personal learning or to connect with the community, reach out.
And see, now that I love it because it's coming full circle because I think that's what we did with each other on social media. Girl, look what you did there. Full circle. Like, not just reach out when you are wanting people to partner, but reach out when people are doing things on social media and like ask them what they're doing and how it works. Like, turns out teachers like to help each other out, so it's a win-win.
It's true.
Yes. I love her energy. She is doing such great things for her community and for her kids. And she actually works with an amazing group called the Teach Better Team. You're gonna wanna check that out. Now, I promised one more really cool partnership opportunity, and this one is for you. I want to partner with you to be a game changer for kids. Starting on December 1st, I am leading some professional development online via the Facebook, and I would love to partner up with you and the teachers in your school. You can earn PD credit hours while in your pajamas. I'm telling you, this is going to be a partnership that is going to be meaningful for years to come and will leave a lasting impact on your students. Check out monicagenta.com/challenge for more info on that. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please connect with me and with Rae on social media. Like, subscribe, and share. And make sure that this week you remember, hey, you got this.